Hello. It is me, Tired Nick. Tired Nick has a headache. He's also concerned because he just learned he has a health condition called pilus multi. I forgot the name for it. I've noticed several follicles on my chest have multiple hairs growing out of them, and I was gonna make a big deal about learning the technical name. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what I wanted to make sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure this wasn't a problem before I shaved, but apparently that's one of the things that can make it a problem. Eh, it's just odd because right now my chest hair is at a length where I look down and I just kind of, from my perspective, see some V's. They'd be upside down from somebody else's, but I was just like, I wonder what this is. But yeah, so that's how I've spent the last 5 minutes. Uh, Today had some genuine joy in it, and by that I mean probably for the first time ever, Audrey really, really took to me today. Um, Now don't get me wrong, she's played around with me before, or like demanded I blow bubbles and that sort of thing. But today's the first time, like I went in there, she opened up to me fairly quickly. We played around a bit, and then I left the room. And when she wasn't looking, and when she came back, she was still looking for me. Like she was actively looking for me. So that was really neat. We most of the day was most of the evening was spent looking through my really old. Well, I say really old. I've just mean I've had them for a long time. They're in perfectly fine condition, but they're these big I Spy books, which is just if you're not familiar with the concept, it's really really creative collages uh, of all kinds of stuff. And as far as I know, they're practically built. Like one for instance, one of them is a Christmas one, and it like one page is just crammed full of ornaments, very intentionally placed. Like but it's like a sheer wall of ornaments, and down at the bottom there's like um, little scavenger hunt things, usually in rhyme. Well, no, always in rhyme, but just like I spy four horses and a dime, uh, a big green pickle, and what tells the time, or something like that. And it was just kind of cool. One, it was cool looking back at them because the older I get, the more I appreciate the work that must have went into meticulously placing all of these things, much less finding and or making some of them. Like as far as like some of like the really little wood carving did some. Other than that, the day was spent with Mass Effect 2, which is still it's just so wonderful to be playing Mass Effect again, and it will continue to be. I'm fairly sure. I'd say I'm making quick progress because I just finished the first major arc, but there's kind of four arcs. Like there's four landmark missions. Well, I say four if you count the ending one. So three landmark missions that like do big openings, and I hit the first one and did one mission past it. Um, and now I'm gonna spend a good while doing things before hitting the second one. And then after the second one, I'll probably spend even longer doing certain things. Like, that's probably when I'll start knocking out 2 of the 3 big DLCs. I always leave Arrival for very last, like even after the in-game mission. Like that's Arrival's always the last thing I do in Mass Effect 2. It just makes the most sense for me. Um, as far as being the last sort of thing that happens before, you know, the events that set up Mass Effect 3. Let's put it that way. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. Um, Other than that, I have a headache, and I'm just gonna go to sleep now. So, sorry about that abrupt ending, but I am going to bed now. I will talk to you all tomorrow. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Good night.